We're in the Key Demos Wrestling Review. I am Zero the Hero, and he is.
Not Super Mario.
And we're going to discuss post Revolution, post AEW Revolution, and which young stars should be pushed or deserve to be pushed to become the next, big thing, or the current ones that are already in storylines and how they can be improved on. So let's start off with the ones that don't have a storyline and who they should go with. So I guess Jungle Boy.
Okay, Jungle Boy and Ricky Starks.
Okay.
Unless you see him as completely buried after the Sting
No,
storyline.
no.
Should he just sit back in catering?
So do you want to start off with Starkson?
Sure. I was thinking, you know what, now that we mentioned those two and how they have no real feuds going on, why not have them feud with each other?
There you go.
There you go. Let's have a feud with each other.
The
Why
only
not?
problem, I mean, it's not a bad idea, but the problem is this is that to kind of get over, you do need to have that star kind of like have that
Yeah.
wrestling match with a star. But in this case, both guys are basically not, I wouldn't say jobbers, but they consistently lose. Jungle Boy, it seems like they're trying to push him, but then he always loses. So I'd say for now, it would be a good feud. Starks does Starks things. He has a good promo. He can heal. Jungle Boy, he still can't promo, but you can have a program with them, and you have a Brian Cage go up against Luchasaurus. So I could see that working out. But
Or
the biggest spotlight should be for sure.
well, I was gonna say, or these veterans are signing like Christian Cage instead of having, from what it looked like tonight, an Omega feud. Why not have him work with some of these young talents that aren't don't have anything going? Help put them over,
Well, Christian Cage is there to put over Omega, so we already know that.
which I think is a mistake. He doesn't need to
Yeah,
be
big
put over.
mistake.
I mean, he should be putting over. Yeah, these guys like Sammy, Ricky. Who else is there? MJF.
Okay. Well, anyways, so I guess in the meantime, Starks. Okay. Yeah, I guess for now, just have him just go solo, just in general. He needs to go solo. He needs to leave Team Taz, or if he's in Team Taz, that's fine, but he needs to find somebody he can feud with by himself. That's the biggest thing is he's being held back by Taz because the guy can promo. He needs more promo time. So even if he doesn't have matches, that's fine. He could be like MJF. When MJF was there, he didn't wrestle all the time, but what got him over was his promos. So he needs to promo. Jungle Boy, he just needs to, in my opinion, he needs to find somebody who else can work. So he faced Dax. But the thing is, who's a heel? Like I would say he could go up against Scorpio Sky, but he's going with Darby. So well,
But I was gonna say, can these guys get over? Because it seems like AEW doesn't know how to make your classic one-on-one rivalries. They have to have everybody in a
this is
stable.
not about that. This is
Yes, it is.
no, it's not.
These guys cannot get over unless AEW decides to break up all these stables.
We're trying to talk about where these guys can go, not trash AEW. We're trying to be positive here. Positive.
No, there's no way we cannot trash AEW.
Okay.
But
Anyways,
okay,
Darby and Scorpio Sky. Is this a mistake?
no, actually, I don't know how you feel, but after tonight, I'm actually liking this. I mean, he's a guy that Scorpio is a really good work. I mean, like I said, the match tonight was pretty good, and that was mostly because of Scorpio Sky, and that should help Darby
Yeah. So I like the fact they separated him from Sting. That was a plus.
for
He
now.
needs to step for now. They put him against Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky being a heel, I could I could get behind it. I don't know the reason why he's a heel yet. It was too forced.
Well, you said
So
it. That
I,
was
I
happening on Dark.
I know, but even then it was too forced. Like they didn't build up his heel turn. It was just like Will Hobbs. Will Hobbs went from babyface to heel in no time. It's the same thing. It just makes no sense. But with that said, I like that idea. Scorpio Sky versus Darby Allin. Neither guy is a star, but both guys are over with the fan base. So that should help out. Both guys, I mean, Darby can't really promo, but he has a charisma. Scorpio Sky has a lot of charisma. So I like that. Now
And
MJF versus go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, and this is what you need more of, like guys like this, like Darby working with somebody like Scorpio Sky. You need more of these young guys working with veterans to get them over.
Yeah,
So
and not only that, but the fact is Darby spent his time with in the indie guys. All he learned was tope suicidas, which you still see, and not so much wrestling. So Scorpio Sky, he can help him learn, you know? So good move there. MJF and Chris Jericho. Is this a good idea?
uh no, I mean MJF is already over. And I mean Jericho, I mean, so I don't know. They said Jericho got Orange Cassidy over. It went nowhere. So I mean, what's the point of having them feud? I mean, MJF doesn't really need to go over. So I don't like this idea at all.
Well, let's take it apart first. So Chris Jericho is there to help put others over. He tried to put Orange Cassidy over, like you said, failed. MJF, they're clearly trying to put the spotlight on him, which is why he's been with Jericho for 8 months now. So I see
But
what they're trying to do. Huh? Go ahead.
but being in the match in the rivalry with Cody was supposed to do that for him, but AEW botched it. Sorry. Okay, I'll be positive.
That's no, that's a very good point. But as of right now, this is the feud he's in, so we gotta go off that. Um, Overall, I mean, to me, it is a waste of MJF. But look at it this way: the Four Horsemen, they now it's the official Four Horsemen now, or five, whatever it may be. Uh, None of them can really promo. Sean Spears can kind of promo, but not really. MJF is the mouthpiece. Now
Yeah.
in the inner circle, the same thing. You have Jericho, so you can have a stable versus stable. So I hate this. I hate this a lot. But the fact that it is the right idea. You have Jericho Star to try and put over all these guys to have all these guys shine. So I, I understand that.
No.
I
Okay.
think we can't say where MJF should go from here. We've already seen who he's feuding with. So, but I see what they're trying to do. The problem is this whole thing, it just makes no sense. So to AEW fans, it makes sense. But in the meantime, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad idea entirely. It kind of makes sense. But
Now, what feud can you put Jungle Boy in to get him over? A legit feud.
okay. You need him up against a star. So you okay? So
Christian.
no, he's also a baby face. It makes
Oh
sense
yeah,
to go
that's
up
true.
against a
But
heel.
it's AW. Baby faces versus baby faces.
I know, but it's our fantasy booking here. So
Alright.
we're gonna put him up against a heel, not a face, because we're not dumbasses. Because even though we're not in the business, we know better than to put a baby face versus a baby face. But anywho, let me see. Who's a good heel? You can't put him. You can't. Miro. Miro.
There we go. If Miro decides to ever stop playing video games and gets serious about this, that's a good feud to put him over.
Or at the very least, you have Luchasaurus there, so you can have two big guys. And I know I see, but this is AEW. You know that they're gonna try and give screen time to all of them. But with that said, it's not a bad idea either way. You have Miro trying. At least he'll have somewhat serious opponents because I mean, you have Marco Stunt, and we've seen what he did to Evo Uno at Revolution.
Oh man, I wish they got rid of him. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but well, at least break him away from Jurassic Express because
Yeah,
he makes them
he
seem like heels.
So yeah, so I guess for now, the only good stars that are heels, you got Matt Hardy. I
No,
guess
big money Matt's already that peaked already.
yeah, you got like I said, you got Miro, who's a heel. Who else do you got?
Lance.
No, because he's going up against Sting. Yeah.
Sting better put him over. If he doesn't, then people cannot badmouth WWE for what their old guys do to the young guys.
Well, I guess for now, Jungle Boy has no feud because clearly he
Yeah,
wasn't showcased, and they have this ongoing feud with Miro and Kip Sabian against the
Or
best
turn
friends.
Jungle Boy heel.
No.
Yes.
Once
He could be
he's
a pretty boy,
no,
arrogant, just always looking in the mirror, combing his
he
hair.
can't even speak. What makes you think he could like talk shit? But anyways, once this feud,
He can pull out the pretty Peter Avalon gimmick better than Peter Avalon.
I don't know. We're getting off topic here. So,
Okay.
so you got I guess in the meantime, after Miro and Kip has their dumbass match with the arcades around the ring sign, like lumberjack, like a lumberjack match. Once that's over, then you put Miro up against Jungle Boy. That's the best option you got. You have a star, you have a up and comer, heel versus face. There you go. Who else? The Acclaimed. They're a decent tag team. The thing is, are they heel or are they face?
In this company, you don't know because one week they could be heel, next they could be
It seems
face.
to me like they're trying to make them faces because they already put them up against Jericho and the Inner Circle, and now they're getting pops from the fake wrestling crowd. So I think they're faces. So who do you put them up against? You
If they're
can't.
faces, FTR. They need that rivalry to get them over. They're young guys. FTR
Yes,
is perfect to
but the
work with.
problem is this: they're feuding with the Inner Circle.
Yeah. Oh no. Damn it.
So I guess the only option you may have is
Not the Bucks.
Angelico and Jack
No.
Evans. That what other heel tag team is there?
I know, right? For a company that prides itself on tag teams, they really don't have
Yep.
not a lot of tag teams.
So I guess that may be your only option for now to try and help elevate them until this whole Inner Circle thing falls through. Then you may have FTR versus the Acclaimed. But right now, it's not much tag team. Oh, Private Party.
Yeah. I'm
I
not a fan
mean,
of Private Party.
they're not feuding with anybody. So in the meantime, they could
Butcher and
go
Blade,
Butcher and Blade. Yeah.
another team that's on Team Matt or whatever.
Yeah. So there you go. You have some options there. Then you got Matt Hardy there to try and hype them up, I guess. I don't know. I mean, at this point, their tag
Now,
divisions.
how would you get Hangman over? I mean, everybody loves that he's with or not with the Dark Order, but if you're gonna build this guy to be the guy that's gonna take the belt from Omega, because that's what everybody thinks, this is not the way to be booking him. Now, who would you put him in a match with to get him over?
Okay, do you have them going straight for Omega or do you have them trying to get the TNT title? That is the question. Or the tag titles.
No more tag titles. I mean, the only way he would go for the TNT title is, I'm guessing, if Scorpio Sky somehow won it, heel, face, or unless they don't care about that, which we know.
So I guess, see, but then again, if they take it off Darby, I don't know. But
Well, Darby's reign 128 days and only 3 title defenses.
yeah, so I guess in the meantime, they're pretty much not using Hangman properly. Uh, they're trying to. I guess he'll keep going up against Matt Hardy, which it's the obvious choice. He's the star. Matt Hardy is, so he's trying to give him the rub, but at the same time, it's not working at all. So, uh, I would say build him up like a typical star. You have him go in the TNT Championship, in that route, and then you go towards the title. So I would definitely say whoever comes out of even if it's Darby, it don't matter. Have Hangman annihilate Scorpio Sky or Darby, and may bury them or may make them look weak. But Hangman is the guy that has the it
Yes.
factor. You got to put this guy over. Then when he starts building up a reputation, gets he keeps going on a roll. He may even try the Cody Rhodes open challenge. If he does
I
that,
don't
it'll
see him as that kind of guy.
yeah, I know, but I mean, it's just you gotta do something with him to try and make him look legit. And right now, he's not being used at all. He's with the Dark Order, riding a damn lawnmower.
And getting ice cream, which everybody loves.
Yeah. So
And the Acclaim could feud with uh Bear Country. I know you don't like them. I
But the
think
thing
they're
is, both guys are unknown. You can't have two completely unknowns.
yeah, that's true.
So they're missing that. Who else are we missing?
Let's see. Either way, like this is AEW. I have no faith in like
This is
what they.
not about trashing
It's not
AEW.
trashing AEW. Look
Trashing
at how they
AEW.
botched. Okay, look, they had a good thing going with MJF after he beat Cody. He was clearly a star, and they botched it.
This is not about trashing AEW's past failures or current failures or future failures.
Oh.
Anywho, I think that's pretty much it. There's just it's
You're on
hard
the payroll.
it's hard to find a good heel in AEW. The only ones you had were MJF. You had Ricky Starks, but he's being overshadowed by Taz. Um, Not much good heels, so you can't really have good feuds. That's the problem that they have. So you had Eddie Kingston, but he kind of seemed like a baby face.
Yeah.
So not much.
I guess the only way to get these guys over is just redo everything and complete teardown. Like in JR's book, let JR take over. Let him tear everything down.
No, they just
Okay.
gotta. We're not gonna trash AEW. Anyways, that's
Ah,
the. If you got any last thoughts, that's the video because we're
all
done.
right.
We're
I
done.
love AEW.
You have AEW.
I
All
love
right.
AEW.
All right.
All
We
right.
are in the key demos. Wrestling review. It's been a long day. We had to
Long
go through
rainy day.
Dynamite. We had to go through Dynamite.
Uh,
Whole day for us Californians. No
yeah,
more
50 degrees
AEW.
is cold for us.
No, no more AEW. Shut that off behind you because I've had
What? What's going
enough.
on? Oh, all
I've
right.
had
Well,
enough.
everybody have a good night.
All right. Have a good night.